Hello, rock stars. Welcome to a very short lesson on show, don't tell. This is a technique that's going to make your narrative essay much more interesting for any reader. And we'll start off with a famous quote from a famous author, Mark Twain, said, "Don't say the old lady screamed, bring her on and let her scream." So if you are there in the audience watching a play happen on stage, you expect to see action, you expect to see characters saying things, maybe old ladies screaming. You don't expect to just have a person standing in the middle of the stage telling you about all the action that went on off stage. This is the same concept that we're going to use to apply to our writing. Showing instead of telling is a real skill that adds a great deal to your writing. It is easier to tell, but more effective to show. Allow the reader to see people and ideas in action rather than depending on just description. So, how do we do this? First of all, you want to think about your verbs. This first sentence here, "The round, red, shiny apple is crisp and juicy," contains a lot of information, has a lot of adjectives, tells you that the apple is shiny, red, and round, crisp and juicy. But compare that to the second sentence. "When I sank my teeth into the apple, I could hear the crunch and feel its juice hit me square in the eye." All right, you know from what's happening in that sentence that that is a crisp and juicy apple. So, why the difference? The difference is in the verbs. This first sentence up here has one verb, and it's is. Is a boring verb. When you did your peer edits, I asked you to look for the number of wases that were in your partner's essay. And that's because is and was, those are boring. You want verbs that are active. Active verbs equal exciting. So in the second sentence, you've got three very active verbs. Sank, hear, crunch, feel. Okay, these are really interesting words, active words here. This first sentence, "It was very hot." That is a super boring sentence. So if you wanted to show that it was very hot, you're going to describe your actions, your character's actions. "Sweat dripped off my glasses," or "As I sat on the bench, sweat trickled down my damp back." There are ways to show what the weather is like without ever stating it was hot, it was cold, it was sunny. Okay? Think about that because you'll be seeing an exercise very soon that's going to ask you to rewrite sentences like the first one and make them into sentences more like these second showing examples. Thanks for watching.